Alright guys, so here we have the combine, and it's another drawbar thing. So you have your tractor pulled up right here, so say on the drawbar or the pin through the drawbar, tractor right here, and it pulls it. Now, this is a height thing, so if you want to, or a depth thing, so if you want to sow deeper into the ground, you just turn it one way, or if you want to go higher off the ground, you just turn it the other way, and it works it. And that's also your stand there, so you can lift it onto the tractor roof. Now, this piece of string here is hooked onto the back of the tractor. As you pull this lever here, that drops the feet of the combine, and you have to hold it until it's fully gone in. Also, this is your gearboxes, you select whatever, or how thick you want it, whatever planting, so it's your thickness and all that kind of stuff, how many pound the acre you want to plant. And your sprockets, I'm fairly sure that's crop. I'm not quite sure. As far as I know, it's crop or something to do in that general direction. And when you finish the paddock, you just pull this back forward, keep driving forward, because you actually have to move the tractor to lift the feet up, as it's something in this little flywheel type of plate thing there, and then it'll lift it up, and then you quickly let it back out as soon as you got it. Anyhow, so you got your feet, so you got your first lot of feet here, that loosens the soil in front, so, and you can come behind, or then it will come behind, and then you got your seeding. So that will drop your fertilizer and seed, and you've got 2 rows, so it will come behind here, and your seed will drop into both rows. So if you're planting close rows, it'll drop in, so those 2 feet there, that'll put it into rows. And then you have this one here, it comes behind, pretty much closes up, and you come behind here and you got the harrows, and it pulls it into a nice little levels it out. And then we have the rollers behind. We ended up making ourselves some rollers to keep the moisture in the ground. We'll just quickly run out here and have a bit of a look at it. It is showering rain, so it won't be too bad. It's not torrential pouring down. It's alright there. Just go up and have a look at the rollers. So here we have the rollers. Have it onto a little drawbar pin at the back here, and that's basically behind. And you have the combine will be right there. Then you have your harrows, and then you have the tyres here, which is basically the rollers. That compacts it, keeps the moisture in, so it comes up a bit easier, and it just basically gives it a nice looking level paddock, so when you go to harvest it or whatever, it's not going to be rough and cloddy, because we never used to do rollers until we borrowed the neighbours out to give them a try, and said, Dad's like, oh bugger this, we'll make a set of rollers to hook behind the combine. So that drawbar pin there is where you hook the rollers on, and then the rollers is somewhere back about here, where the edge of the Polaris is. I'll just show you inside the boxes. I'm not going to do the other side because it's all used. This is your seed box, so this is where the seed goes, and you're going to have it on fine, of course. We had it on fine because we planted sorghum, and next time we're going to plant barley or oats or whatever, which will probably be in the next few months when it gets time, and we'll flick them all back onto course, and we won't have these flaps here, because with sorghum we plant every second run, not every run, because otherwise it's too close and it won't grow correctly, and it'll be hard for the header to harvest it. Then barley, don't have them off, and you have them flicked on the courses. It's a course of seed, and you have to have that door open, and we'll look in here. Might actually just turn the light on. Just turn the light. Actually, we'll hop up onto the back here so you can get a bit of a look at it. Then you have your cogs here, and that turns the seed, or not the seed, the fertilizer, whatever you want to put in it. We're not planting fertilizer at the moment because it's too expensive. Put your fertilizer through it, it puts it down with the seed and the fertilizer and the seed. These work in the anti-clockwise direction. Last time we had chook shit in this, as fertilizer is too expensive, like I said. And then you shut your front door, and we'll have a bit of a look at this one here. So as you can see, they're all flicked on the vine, and we have these plates here, so you're not planting every run. And we'll just turn these over, and that's on your course side. That's for planting barley, oats, all your winter crops. and close crops, forage sorghum, and then this one here is for only sorghum and corn and that. So yeah. Also, when we put fertilizer through the combine there, we also, before we park it away till next time's planting, or any time, we always pull all the cogs out, all that, and just blow it out really good and give it a coat of old oil in there so it doesn't, or prevents it from going rusty. You still get the odd bit of rust in it. But yeah, that's also your time and how many acres you've done, all that, but we don't really rely on that. As in the 17 acre paddock, once you've done one full round around the paddock, that's a quarter of an acre done. I think, isn't that right? Once around the 17 acre paddock is a quarter of the acre done. Well, it's a bit more than a quarter of an acre, but that's what my granddad reckons. It's a bit more than a quarter of an acre. Well, 3/4 of an acre to be more precise, but anyhow, yeah. So that's the planting one done. You've seen the disc ploughs in action. I don't have to run through them, but the disc ploughs, the sunshine disc is there, and Napier is there. If you want to watch how it works, just look in my videos, and when I'm poking it behind, holding my camera behind, you should be able to see the videos or how it works. So goes through the first lot of discs there, break it up, and then it goes into the next one, breaks it up, and it makes a fire, and blah 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 blah, and yeah, anyhow. So that's the hay making equipment and the seeding equipment done, or planting equipment. And we can always just come up here and have a quick look at the grader. I've never run it. I've got one video which I think I posted on Facebook. So if you want to watch that, just flick onto my Facebook account. Oh, also, that's the happy family in there out the rain. There's some nice guys. I like them. They're funny. I don't know whether they're called happy family, but I call them happy family. Is that they just make you happy in that. So there's one of the nice looking fellas. That's how they talk. Anyhow, here's a grader. It's a Fordson Malcolm Moore grader. But as soon as I find out when we use this on how it works, I will do a video on it, how it works. Like, I've seen it in action, but not with feeding equipment through, and it's hard to explain without seeing how it all works and that. And also up in the back of the truck here, we got our barley for next year. Well, not next year, this year actually, to put in the silo for a bit of pig feed and that. For our couple pigs we got now, or not a couple, we've got a few pigs now. Yeah, this is a bit of a look on the inside the old Albion. That's inside it. I don't really go for driving this one, as this is only just used for a spare truck. So if we want to keep a bit of grain for ourselves, we don't have to put it in the green truck and then quickly put it into the silo, take the truck back down for the header. So this one, so we just put the seed or the grain in the tray, or whatever you want to call it, tipper, and works it, and that's inside it. ABC, accelerator, brake, clutch, handbrake, gear stick there. It's pretty much, yeah, hoist and tray and box is different, because the truck at home, it's underneath the seat here, and this one's a bit different. But it's pretty much the same all inside, so I'm not going to run through all it. But this one here has 2 batteries on it, and you got the hoist there, gearbox, spare wheel, all that kind of stuff that you need to know. And when you go to open the tailgate here, you just leave this, or if you want to open just this part, you just lift this chain off, open that up. But obviously we're not going to open it as it's got grain in it. Or if we want to get the grain out to put into the silo, we just open this, or we'll reverse up to the auger, open this up, and that'll then auger it up into the silo. Yeah, so that's probably about all the video I'm going to do for the day. It's like, I think that's enough videoing for one day. I've done like, probably good, maybe good 40 minutes, 50 minutes of recording today. But I think that's enough. So anyhow guys, I'll get these videos up very shortly. Maybe later on tonight. Anyhow guys, so we'll leave it right here, and we will talk to you in the next one, which will be on the headers, or I'll run you through how the headers work and that, which will be the next videos. Anyhow guys, we'll talk to you later. Bye.